The world of Indian literary poetry and fiction was shocked with the explicit writing of Kamala Das in the 1950s and 60s. Kamala Das wrote extensively and in explicit detail. Most of her writing in Malayalam was written under the pen name of Madhavakutty. Her writing, whether in English or in Malayalam, had strong feminist inclination, and she did not shy away from discussing sex and sexuality in her stories and poems. Though through the 50s and 60s, she continued writing in her signature confessional and graphic writing style, talking about women's issues, struggling with sexism, understanding and experimenting with their own sexuality, childbirth, love, desire, loneliness, being stifled, emotional disillusionment, and so on, leaving readers either awestruck or angered. Indian literature in the 1950s and 60s and even 70s had not evolved enough to accept without struggle the language of a woman who had decided to lay her life and its longing bare. Her undeterred style and volume of poetry writing led her to earn the label of the mother of modern English Indian poetry, and comparisons to poetry great figures like Sylvia Plath and Margaret Duras. In 1972, when her family faced this financial trouble, she had to focus her energy on writing columns because they paid better. She started writing for a popular Malayalam weekly in the same brutally honest tone of voice and on controversial subjects. A compilation of her columns was published in 1973 as Ante Katha, an autobiography. It was a serialized version of her ruminations about her teenage love for a neighbor, her feelings toward her failed arranged marriage, the birth of her children, the extramarital affairs she had, and even experiments with sexuality. Even as her popularity and list of awards grew, she has won the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award, Asian World Prize, Kent Award, Asian Poetry Prize, and many others. In an interview with Islamic Bulletin soon after her conversion to Islam, Kamala Das was quoted as saying, I had discussed many my strong feelings about Islam with my husband. He advised me not to treat the issue lightly. He felt religion could not be changed as easily as we change our clothes. He advised me to study deeply and only then take a decision. I thought about it a lot. I have been nurturing the idea in my mind for the last 27 years. I had been thinking about conversion for the last 7 years, but put off my decision for one reason or another. While her decision to convert to Islam angered many within Kerala's Hindu literary circle, earning her death threats from radical Hindu right wing organizations, she continued to defend it as an exercise in exerting one's will and her right to make a choice best suited for her. However, in the twilight years of her life, in an interview with The Hindu, she admitted that she regretted making the decision. I fell in love with a Muslim man after my husband's death. He was kind and generous in the beginning, but I now feel one shouldn't change one's religion. It's not worth it. Kamala Das died in May 2009 at the age of 75 in Pune.